The Daily News and Livingston County News present Inside High School Sports with your host, sports writer Alex Brasky. Brought to you by Upstate Chevrolet. Visit them at www.upstatechevyofattica.com.
All right, here with Simon Lamparelli, Attica's multi-sport star. Only a junior, but setting school records across the board in soccer. Now on the track during his first season of varsity track. You've already set school records in the 100 meters and the 200 meters, and you already have the single-season goal record for the soccer team. What's led to your success on the playing field or just the playing surface here on the track or the soccer field, the basketball court? What's led to your success as a multi-sport athlete here at Attica?
I think I'd say it's mostly support. I have support from my whole family, friends, coaches, from everyone. And it really helps me push myself to be the best I can. And yeah. Now,
take us back to this year on the soccer field. You accomplished that single season record. I believe it's 36 goals on the season. 34. Giving you a little too much credit there. But you're also closing in on the career record for soccer. And now you're setting school records, like I said, on the track. As an athlete, is that everything you hope for, just to reach that highest level and to leave your mark at the school that you've spent so much time competing with your friends with? Is that what you hope for as an athlete?
I mean, I definitely say it's an accomplishment. It's not really as important to me. I'm out here, I'm just trying to have fun, stay in shape for other sports like soccer and basketball, which I'm a little bit prioritizing too. But I'd say it is a big deal that, I'm breaking records and stuff, and it's nice to see that my name will be in this school for hopefully a long time.
Now, what's your mindset at this point of the season, during the track season? It is your first year for varsity track, so I'm sure you had to learn a few things from coach or fellow athletes. Right now, with sectionals approaching, where's your mindset at? What are you hoping to accomplish coming up at down the stretch of the season?
All I want right now is top 5, and whatever I get on whatever's coming up, I just want top 5 to do well. I don't want to get frustrated if I do bad, but I want to stay up and keep doing well.
Now, what has Coach been helping you with this year? Coach Adam Landfair, a veteran coach here at Attica, and this being your first season of track, like I said, I'm sure you had to learn some tricks of the trade. Are there any specific things that Coach has really helped you with this season?
He's been really good with pointers on blocks, on takeoffs as fast as possible. He's being a big motivator and stuff like that. He's doing what a coach should do, and I'm very thankful for it. And he's not only like that to me, but the whole team, and I think that matters most.
Now, how long did it take you to acclimate yourself to a new sport here on the track? You'd competed in soccer for years, basketball for years, but coming over to a new sport, how difficult was that for you, and how long did it take to kind of get your feet under you here on the track?
Oh, it took probably a month to fully feel out how it is. Track is totally different from soccer and basketball. I'd say track is more like an individual sport, so I'd have a different mindset coming into this. And it took me a little bit to adjust, but it seems like the adjustment has worked.
Now, what do you think you would say is the most significant factor in your rapid success? The fact that you've been able to pick it up so quickly. Is it just the fact that you've learned that competitive edge from other varsity sports and you've carried it over? Is it the tools that you've learned from other people? What's been the most significant factor in your ability to really speed away from the competition this year?
I think it's just my competitive edge. Since I've been younger, from 5th grade, I kind of learned I don't like to lose. I'm not a big loser, and I get frustrated when I lose. So, I like to be really competitive and stuff, and it really drives me to do the best I possibly can.
Now, we already talked about your goal being top 5, but can you talk about maybe some specific things you're trying to accomplish here down the stretch at sectionals? Is there any specific competition that you're looking to beat, that you've been looking out for this year, or just anything maybe a little bit more specific that you're trying to accomplish this year?
I don't really have any big things like that I'm looking to accomplish. There's no particular school that I want to beat. It's nice when I do beat bigger schools. It gives you a really cool feeling and stuff like that, but I don't really have anything specific that I'm going for. And it's still my first year, so I don't really know what to look for yet. This is like a beginner year, so I'll figure it out as we get to the end of the season.
Now, the girls team having quite the successful year after their sectional championship last year. What's that been like to share in their success as well as your success and kind of enjoy a successful season all together here for Attica Track and Field? What's that been like?
It's actually been a really good feeling. I think Coach Lamfair is very proud of both the girls and boys. Girls, they were kind of expected to do well, and they've performed well. And they definitely deserve a GR championship. They deserve a sectional championship. They all work hard. And the boys are the same way. We're way better than we were last year. We have a little more talent than last year. So I think Lamfair is very proud of both teams. And, yeah.
Now, take us through your exploits on the soccer field with Coach Dickett and what you guys accomplished this year with the Genesee Region League title and Player of the Year for you. What's been the most exciting aspect of coming up through the Attica soccer program, and what are the memories that you're going to remember, although you do have another year left, but the success that you guys have found and really growing that program?
It's that success, I wasn't expecting it when I was coming in my freshman year, but as I've grown with it, Coach Dickett's helped me a lot to be the best I possibly can, putting me in the right positions, to become successful. I think it's big that, Player of the Year, that's not many people get that. And I'm very thankful to have that. I'm thankful for the gifts I have and stuff. I'm looking forward to the next year coming up.
Now, you've already won that Genesee Region League Player of the Year. You have the single season record. And I know you're not big on the ultimate goals here, but as you look forward to that next soccer season, it being the sport that you really caught on quickest with, what are some things that you're looking to do next season on the soccer field to really leave your mark, leave your legacy as an Attica soccer player, and make sure that people remember the name Simon Lamparelli when they think Attica soccer?
I think the biggest goal I'm looking forward to is passing that all-time goal list. It's at 73 right now, and I have 54. So 20 goals, that would be the record, but I don't want to stop there. I want to put this record away for a long time.
And 34 this year, so 20 obviously not out of the realm of possibility for next year, so definitely a goal to look forward to. Now, going to the hardwood with Coach Crowley and what you guys did this past season, it was your first year really fully competing at the varsity level as a junior. What were your experiences like there, and what did you take away from being a basketball player? It's an ultra-competitive sport. It's high-paced. It's a little bit different than what you experience on the track and the soccer field. So what did you take away from your experience with Coach Crowley and the Attica basketball team this year?
The biggest probably pointer or lesson that I picked up is simply don't give up. Basketball is a whole mental game, and it is a physical game as well. But if you let your mind get to you, then your games are going to go to trash. And, I figured that out early in the season when I used to get really frustrated with myself that I'm not performing well enough. But at the same time, I just got to remember, keep my head on a swivel and don't freak out and stuff.
All right, now, during the basketball season, you struggled a little bit with injuries. You hurt your wrist, and you were forced to miss quite a few games. You only played 13 games this year. You still averaged, I think, 10.5 points. You led your team in steals and assists. So you were able to put your mark on the team, but you weren't really able to see it through. How disappointing was that, and how were you able to make it through the disappointment of not being out there with your guys?
It was very disappointing. When I broke my arm, it was just a very sad time because all the games after that, we were in the game, but we were in the games, but we couldn't finish off and win them. We'd come up short by less than 10 points each game, and I know I could have made an impact if I was, out there playing and stuff like that.
Now, you struggled with injuries a little bit during the track season as well. You're coming back from a groin injury, although you really stormed back from that groin injury, setting that school record in the 200 at the Eastridge Invite this past weekend. What you learned coming back from the wrist injury and being sidelined during that course of time, did you take what you learned from there and apply it while you had to sit out maybe and scale it back a little bit while you had the groin injury? And was that kind of useful, although no one wants to go through an injury, was that useful experience for you? Did you make it useful for yourself?
Yeah, I did. When I had my wrist injury, I took it as a time to rest, gain a little weight back from the weight I lost, get a little strength in my legs, working out my legs. And I took it as a good time of rest also to just stay calm, stay low. And I think it was a good thing that I got a little time for track also, because, you know, my muscles were starting to really get sore and stuff like that. And I took that time to rest and stay on the low. And when I came back, I exploded and did better than I have all season. So, yeah, I'm going to say it's a kind of a good thing.
Now, I just want to touch on one thing that you just brought up. Is that something you've had to learn through here on the track? You're using different muscles maybe that you don't use all the time, really that quick burst out of the blocks and like you just mentioned, that soreness. Is that one distinct change that you can say that you've had to deal with?
I mean, kind of, you know, through my career, a groin injury, that's been my problem all the time. It's a very bad injury and it nags with you for a long time. I've been using different muscles, you know, with track in the legs and stuff that they aren't used to being used as hard and as fast. So I'm guessing that could definitely could have contributed to the injury.
Now, as you look ahead here to the sectional championships, you guys are really going to have a chance, both guys and girls programs, to really leave your mark on the entire section. How exciting is that for an athlete, not only to accomplish individual accomplishments, but to really say that Attica's here? You know, we've built this program, although it's your first year, and both guys and girls are really having a chance for success. Is that a sense of pride that you guys and girls take heading into the sectional championships?
Oh, for sure. I don't think anybody expects Attica to be up there, you know, in the runnings, but I'm excited that we could possibly have a chance of winning, and let's hope to make it happen.
Now, how much do you enjoy these new digs here? You get to play soccer here, you get to run track here. How nice is it playing and running at Alumni Field?
It's awesome, you know, better than the grass field we had for sure. You know, we called it the ankle roller field because every step you take, you have the 50-50 chance of rolling your ankle. But on here, it's so much smoother, so many more activities can happen, and I'm very happy to be able to play on it.
Alumni Field, a sign of the times here at Attica. The Blue Devils are on the rise. Simon Lamparelli, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the year.